Pete Sampras lived a double life for 30 years, and no one knew, until now, to the world, he was a stoic, unshakable tennis legend who dominated the sport in the 1990s, collecting 14 Grand Slam titles and holding the world #1 ranking for a record 286 weeks. Fans admired his effortless serve, calm demeanor, and laser-focused mentality on the court. Yet behind the trophies and perfection that defined his public image, Sampras' personal life was quietly complicated, a balancing act few could imagine. Born on August 12, 1971, in Washington, D.C., Pete grew up in a modest Greek-American family. From a young age, he displayed extraordinary talent in tennis, guided by his father, who instilled discipline, work ethic, and a competitive edge. By the time he was a teenager, Pete was already being hailed as a prodigy, and the tennis world began watching his meteoric rise. Despite early success, however, he kept much of his personal life hidden. Sampras had a private side that contrasted sharply with his public persona, a life shielded from cameras, tabloids, and fan scrutiny. On the surface, Sampras appeared almost machine-like on court, composed, focused, and unflappable. But away from the public eye, he dealt with pressures that most fans never saw. While many young athletes embrace a celebrity lifestyle, Sampras carefully cultivated boundaries. He kept his family close, married silently, and shielded his personal relationships from media attention. His reserved nature wasn't just modesty. It was a conscious effort to separate the public figure from the man behind the racket. For 3 decades, the strategy worked. Few knew what his life was truly like outside tennis. Even his legendary career was marked by hidden struggles. While he appeared confident and calm during matches, Sampras contended with anxiety and self-doubt behind the scenes. Early in his career, he faced the weight of immense expectations, both from his family and the tennis community. Each Grand Slam final carried not only the pressure to perform, but also the expectation to maintain the flawless image fans had come to associate with him. Many times, he admitted, the mental strain of maintaining perfection was greater than any physical challenge on the court. Financially and professionally, Sampras made smart decisions, though he avoided the limelight of endorsements and celebrity events. Unlike some of his peers, he never sought attention beyond tennis, rarely giving interviews or attending flashy events. While this fueled his aura of mystery, it also contributed to a sense of isolation. He lived a life dictated by schedules, training, and matches, creating a separation from the very world that adored him. His private life was equally carefully guarded. He married his longtime partner, actress Bridget Wilson, in 2000 after years of dating quietly. Few knew about their relationship, as Sampras kept media attention to a minimum. The couple now has 2 children, and Sampras has described his family life as a grounding force, a haven away from the pressures of fame. For years, this separation between public and private life allowed him to protect those he loved while still pursuing his tennis legacy. Now, decades after retiring in 2002, the story of Sampras' double life has begun to emerge. Interviews, biographies, and retrospectives reveal the depth of his personal discipline, the meticulous boundaries he set, and the private challenges he faced. He was a man who conquered the tennis world while keeping his soul, his relationships, and his personal struggles largely shielded from public scrutiny. Pete Sampras' life teaches us something powerful. Greatness is often more complicated than it appears. The image fans saw, the poised champion, the unshakable #1, is only part of the story. Behind the trophies, the Grand Slam victories, and the serene demeanor was a man quietly managing pressures, protecting loved ones, and living a life that was remarkably private in a world that prizes exposure. For 30 years, Sampras balanced this double life, and the revelation of his private world only deepens the admiration for a man who achieved perfection on the court while navigating complexity off it.